Hi guys, Dr. Diaz here again. Let's start now with number 14. And number 14 says, it says x squared plus 6x plus y plus 11 is equal to 0. So now this one is align the y-axis, right? And I would suggest that later after this one, you guys try to do 16, 17, and 18, yeah, just to practice a little bit. Okay, so the first thing, we had to write this thing into the standard form of a parabola that it has a vertex hk. So let's start writing that thing first. And that means we're going to send to the other side y and 11. So we will get something like this. X squared plus 6x is equal to negative y minus 11. Okay. So now we do the same thing we did before. We take 6. We have to do complete the square kind of thing. Divided by 2, and we square it, which is going to be 3 squared. Squared, not cube. And now we're going to add both sides of the equation here, 9 and 9. So this equation now is going to look like x squared plus 6y plus 9 is equal to negative y minus 11 plus 9. So this one ended up looking, now the reason why we did this 6 divided by 2 and square it is because we turned this into a perfect square trinomial, which is going to look like what? X something squared, and the something goes here is going to be this number here, plus 3, equals, and it will have minus y plus 2. Now, since we have this one, here we have the vertex. Let me see. Okay, here we have the vertex, but I made a little mistake here because minus 11 plus 9 is not positive 2, it's going to be negative 2. So we take here as a common factor negative sign, we will have y plus 2, and now this looks like the standard form of the equation of a parabola. Now we have that the vertex is going to be negative 3 and negative 2. Okay? Perfect. Now we have to find c, and if you remember the standard form of the equation of a parabola, I'm going to write here in a second. Here's the standard form of the equation of a parabola. Now we have that 4c, look here, 4c, this 4c is going to be equal to the coefficient here. The coefficient here is like there was a 1, so 4c is equal to negative 1. c is going to be equal to minus 1/4. Okay, now we have the value of c, which is going to give us the focus, and it's going to give us the directrix. So let me write here the equation of the focus and directrix for this parabola. So the focus is hk plus c, where h in our case is going to be negative 3, and k plus c is going to be negative 2 minus 1/4. And well, if we add these two, we will get something like minus 3 and negative 9/4. So now we have the focus here. Directrix. Yeah, remember how to add this thing. You multiply here by 4, then divide by 4, and you get what? 8/4. You add minus 8 minus 1 is going to be 9, negative 9. There it is. So the directrix here, y is equal to k minus c, which in this case is going to be negative 2 minus negative 1/4, and you do the same thing, multiply here by by 4 and 4. This is going to be actually negative 2 plus 1/4, and if you do that, guys, you get negative 7/4. So now we have the directrix, we have the focus. Now what about the axial symmetry? In this case, it's going to be x is equal to minus b divided by 2a, and in our equation, a was 1, b is 6, so this is going to be, well, it's actually come from here. The coefficient of this one is 1. The coefficient of, oh, actually, this is supposed to be x, not a y. Sorry about that, guys. This is x, and this is x. It's not a y. sorry about that. The coefficient is going to be minus 6 divided by 2 times 1. It's going to give us negative 3. So now we know the axis symmetry is negative 3, and the vertex is negative 3 and 2. The focus is negative 3 and negative 9/4, and the directrix is negative 7/4. So let's scroll down a little bit and let's plug this thing in the graph. Let me do the graph now. So here we have a graph. Now we're going to look at the vertex, which is negative 3 and negative 2. So when x is negative 3, x1 minus 2 minus 3, y is negative 2, 1 and 2. So it's going to be somewhere around here. We're going to do that in a second. We're going to find the directrix, which is negative 7/4. It's like negative 7/4. It's like a little bit less than, well, a little bit more than negative 2, because if we negative 1 point something, flip it up. And we're going to find also the axial symmetry, which is negative 3, which is going to be all aligned down here. And oh, the y-intercept. What is the y-intercept? Let's put here the y-intercept. I forgot that one. Y-intercept. We're going to set x equal to 0. And the equation for we have here is what? Is x squared plus 6x plus y plus 11 is equal to 0. If x is 0, so that means this disappears, so we look at y plus 11 is equal to 0, so y is equal to negative 11. So the y-intercept is going to be when x is 0, y is negative 11, which actually that point is, I think it's this one. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, here is the y-intercept. Okay, so we have the y-intercept. We have the axis of symmetry, which is negative 3. We're going to draw this one in a second. We have the directrix, and we have the focus, which is negative 3 and 9/4, which is a little bit more than 2. So let's plot those things in a second. So here we have the yellow line, the axis of symmetry, where x is equal to negative 3. Let's put it here. And here we have the directrix, which happens in y equal to negative 7/4. And now we have to point out where is actually the focus, which is negative 3 and 9/4, which is a little bit somewhere around here. And the vertex, which is negative 3 and 2 here. And from the vertexes, we're going to start drawing that equation, which it goes something like this, and it is going to intersect this fellow here, and it will go here, something like that. Yeah, there is our parabola, and it's concave out because the value we get for c was negative. Okay, guys, I hope this helped a little bit. I would suggest that then you guys try to do 16, 17, and 18. Play a little bit and try to see the graph. And let me know what you got. Okay. I will try now to do the other problems of ellipses and hyperbolas. And that's it. See you next time. Take care. Study.